Welcome to Looplearnings, and today is video number 22. We are working on the order form. If you haven't watched the previous video, in previous video I demonstrated a bit of coding for save button and delete button, and we looked at other things as well, including the login form. In today's video we'll continue with the order form, and in the order form of what we are going to look at is basically I have noticed couple of things that needs to be changed or modified. First, we need to have another button, and that button would be for confirmation. So basically what happens is, let me explain you. Let's say I'm the user and I'm using this POS system. We have categories on the extreme left side, and then we have the products appearing here. So let's say I've chosen a product is chosen, and product is appeared here in this particular subform, and the customer wants to buy it. So before I move ahead and create invoice, I should make sure to confirm that customer really wants to buy it. You know, sometimes, as I explained in the previous video as well, sometimes customer might change his or her mind that, hey, I will buy this item next time. You would add that product. So if the customer changes the mind before that item goes for the confirmation, the item can be deleted. But if customer really wants to buy it, then there should be another button which should say a order confirmation. So order needs to be confirmed, and then order line needs to be confirmed, and then the order will be created. And while we are confirming the order, another thing needs to happen, and that is basically for example, this line item, and the price net total is, let's say, $20, €20, whatever currency you can name it. So let's say the price is net total is 20. So the moment I confirm, I click on the button confirm, that price or that net total should be added automatically in the order total of the order form. That's what we are going to do. Okay, so a little bit of VBA coding we are going to do, and let's move on. And also one more thing I would like to adjust for the delete button here. Then the third thing, I will see if we will have enough time to cover that in this video or not. Then the third thing is basically I realized that there is no form for adding the item. So we'll have a list of products or items, and if user clicks on that particular product to add in the order, we don't have any form through which we can notify how much quantity is required. So a couple of things that we need to modify in this repair order. So let's go ahead and do that. First, let's add a button here for the confirmation. So we'll go to the design view. Basically we're going to reduce the size of it. Before I do that, we'll simply remove product. We'll just keep it as IT, and we'll just change the size of it. Okay, because we don't want this much bigger. Let's copy this button, and to make things easy for us, we'll bring back here, and for this button we will change the name BTN confirm. Okay, we'll change the icon as well. So we'll go to the format tab of the property sheet, ellipsis ... and we'll basically have a check mark as a icon. Okay, so check mark is basically confirm. So the customer is confirming this order, confirming this line item to be purchased. That's what the objective is, right? So we have done that. Now let's go ahead and do the VBA coding. So as I mentioned, as we did the logic behind this button, behind delete button, you can see here, we will do exactly same logics behind the confirm button. So if the order status is invoiced, then we will say, hey, confirmation cannot be done because it's already invoiced. If the line item is empty, then we'll say, hey, each line item is already empty and this action cannot be performed. And then third logic we will look at, if the line item is already confirmed, then again we have to give through a message saying this line item is already confirmed and therefore this action cannot be performed. And if all of those are false, then we will go ahead, change the status to confirmed, and add the order total here in this particular line. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that, and we'll go to the confirm button, event tab, on click event, ellipsis, and code builder. First thing first, as you know, I always like to have the error handling code block. All right, so basically if I have to copy this, forgive me, because I'm just demonstrating. So exactly same, if the order status is invoiced, then confirmation will not be done. If the this line item is empty, then the order confirmation will not be done. I just have to perhaps modify a little bit of this line. This line item cannot be confirmed instead of deleted, as the order has been invoiced. Here this action cannot be performed as there is no line item selected, so that remains the same. The third logic is else if me.status.value is equal to confirmed, then to cmd.beep message box, and we'll take the message. The message will be this action cannot be performed as the order line is already confirmed. Okay, will be critical, and information would be the title. Okay, I suddenly realized one more thing, because all of these things are linked with each other. So when you're doing VB coding, your mind is going haywire, different directions. So I have to check for this particular query, what status. So this is the order status invoiced, that is fine. Stock due, current stock, ATS, stock balance, we have nothing here. So just making sure that we are not order line status reserved. Check the sold again, order status invoiced, stock due, PO created. All right, so looks like we will be fine. I was just making sure that I'm not making any mistake, so that mistake should not be affecting the inventory management. Anyway, so there is no mistake. Now let's assume all of these conditions are false. What next? Well, simply we need to change the status of this line from when we will add the item, it will be a reserve item. From reserve we will change that status to confirm, and status state will be changed, date and time will be changed, and the order total will be populated. The discount percentage will be 0, discount will be 0, and net RSP will be auto calculated as well. So let's go ahead and go to the orders table. I just wanted to make sure that net RSP is calculated, discount is calculated, so we don't have to do VB coding for these two. Now let's go and do the code. I hope you are understanding. I really hope. Anyway, if you are not understanding, just just watch again or ask me the question in the chat box. I'll be happy to answer your questions. So let's go ahead, change the status first. So me.status.value, it will be changed to confirmed. Okay, sorry about that. This OneDrive is reminding me of my past. Oops. me.status_date.value is equal to now, and then we will populate the net total from this form, subform, to the main form of order total. So how we will do that? Forms order F. Okay, now we are referring to this form, and then we are referring to this field, order total dot value is equal to me dot from this value. So from this field, we want to, whatever value in this field we want to copy in here. All right, me dot net total dot value. Okay, so that is done. Then what we want is discount percentage should automatically be 0 by default, and therefore discount and net RSP will be auto calculated. So we just have to give a discount order F. I'm giving correct order number, name of the order, right? Order F. Okay, and we will copy simply discount percentage dot value is equal to 0. Okay, after that these two will be auto calculated, simple as that, and we are done with this. We'll just simply say do cmd.beep message box message box, the order line has been confirmed, and it will be VBA information. It will be information as title. The selected order line has been confirmed. That should be the right message on the message box. And if. All right, so we are done with that. I hope you have understood what we have done for the confirm button. Okay, so if the order status is invoice, of course the confirmation will not be done. If the status is null, that means if the line is empty, then again this action will not be performed. And if this status is already confirmed, then again throw an error. If all of these three are false, then what will happen? The order status will change from reserved to the confirm. Status date and time will be updated, and whatever the net total, it will be transferred from here, actually not transferred, replicated from here, and it will be added to order total. Now one thing, I've done a mistake here and we need to correct that, and that is basically order total plus net total. So let's say there is already 500 or 20 already, and a new line item is added, and when that line item is confirmed again, let's say that line item is for $10. So once that is confirmed, 20 plus 10, it should become 30. So that should happen. With this line of code, it won't do that. What it will do, it will check the net total of the new line item and it will replicate in order total, and we don't want that. We want sum of this to be replicated here. So the best thing to do is to copy data or information from this, because remember we have a subtotal here as well, okay, in the order subform. So we have to replicate this to order total here. So whatever order net total here, that should be replicated in the order total. So instead of giving reference for this, we will give reference for this particular field, and we'll change, first of all we'll change the name of this field, sum of net total. Okay, sum of net total. So instead of net total, we'll change it to me dot sum of net total. That would be wise to do, that would be accurate way to do it. Okay, and likewise, remember I was saying that I forgot, so let's debug it first, save it. I was saying that I forgot to do something for the delete button, and this is what exactly I forgot. So let me demonstrate that as well. So we'll go to the event tab, and I have to add a little line item. So again, even we are deleting, we are confirming. In both cases, the order total, the subtotal of the order will be changed, right? Let's say before the order subtotal was 30, and now we have deleted the line item, and now the new subtotal is $20. So that should be replicated here as well. So basically we'll take that and we will paste here. So not only delete the line item, but also update the order total as well. So bit tricky, but it's functional, it works, trust me, it does. If you know, there are different ways to handle this. I would have skipped all of this order total and discount and net RSP and all this, and I would have kept it on the invoice. If you will see the invoice form has exact same fields, but there is a purpose to have the order total here, and the purpose is, for example, a net RSP here is 700, and on invoice the net RSP will be 700, but the amount collected may be 500, so balance remain 200. So it's a matter of keeping a track record of whether the net RSP of the order and net RSP or the net collected amount is similar or not. So there are different ways to handle this price information in the POS system. Anyway, so that is done for the confirmation, and we have done little bit modification of delete button. Now let's move ahead and let's handle this button as well. So this button is only for the edit or for viewing the order line. So right now, if I will go to the form view, right now let's test it first. So yeah, selected, this action cannot be performed and there is no line item to be selected. Okay, so for this button we have to do a little bit of coding here, and this means that this button will be used to edit, basically edit in terms of let's say the quantity needs to be changed from 1 to 2 or from 2 to 1, whatever the scenario situation is. In that scenario, we should be able to click on this button and there should be a pop-up form. In that form we should be able to change the quantity. Again, we should not be able to change the quantity if the status is confirmed, and if the status is confirmed, then of course straightforward it should throw an error that hey, you can't do that, or this is one way of doing it. Or you can, if the status is confirmed, then when this form is open, it should open in the non-edited mode. So you can build these functionalities with VBA coding easily. But to do that, we have to make a new form, a small form, and let's go ahead and do that. Well, I'm going to again I'm going to, let's copy this and paste it. We'll make name add line item. Okay, add line item, because basically this form will be used particularly to add a new line item. So we'll go to the design view. We will change the the record source to order lines. Here we are. Let's delete this, we won't be needing this, and we'll have to do a lot of modification here, so bear with me please. And let's get add existing items. Let's get these fields in here. Let's change the font. All right, so change this product ID. All right, then we'll have a product name. So this should be a bigger field in case if price before text. Somebody asked me in the comments box, what is PBT? So PBT stands for price before tax, because in some countries, well, almost everywhere, there is a tax that has to be paid. So PBT is price before tax, PAT is price after tax value. Okay, so this information will come from I'll tell you from where, and this is the quantity field, so we'll bring it here. All right, let's move it a little bit here. Then we'll have net total. We'll have status. We'll have status date. There we go. That is it. Change the location of button. We'll reduce the size of it. Right, looks little dodgy. I don't like it right now, but it's practical, it will work. Let's change the make it to the left side. All right, so we do have text in the center, quantity in the center, net total, status date. Okay, so we'll make these fields non-editable. Description also non-editable, this also, order number also, product ID also. Only editable field is the quantity. That is it, nothing else should be able to change. User, I'm talking about user. And make them enable no, locked yes. All right, and let's make it bigger. Let's say quantity. Let's make it in the center as well. Let's make all these headers in bold. Right, that's enough. Additional formatting, I'll do it offline. So we do have only one editable field, and that is the quantity. You can see cursor is by default there. All right, so what will happen basically when somebody will click on the choose product button here on from the order form, this form will automatically open, and this form will capture all the relevant information such as product name. This will be captured here, description, RSP will be captured here, price before tax will be captured here, price net RSP will be captured here, and this is how it will work. Order number will be copied from the invoice number, order number from here, order form. Product ID will be copied from this form, subform also. So there is a lot of action going on when particularly handling this particular form. Let's do a little bit more changes. For example, we'll get rid of this button. I will only keep this button, save button, and we will get rid of the express information title as well. So let's go ahead, expenses information, not express. We will say add or edit line item. Okay, let's get rid of this button. We'll keep the save button only. We'll do the VB coding in a separate video when actually we are working on this subform. So maybe perhaps in the next video we'll do that. Okay, so now we have our form. So this form should be open. Oops, sorry, I have to remove the coding. There is a lot of code behind this, and that code is from the expenses. Okay, hopefully I haven't done any mistake. All right, so we'll do the VB coding later for this form. Now when I click on this button, 2 logics we will build, 3 perhaps. One is if this line item is empty, again throw a message, hey, this action cannot be performed. Second, if this line item is the status of this line item is confirmed, then open the form but in a non-editable mode, basically just to view it. That is it. That's the action we need to perform. Anyway, so let's go ahead and do the VB coding. So we'll go to the event tab, ellipsis code builder. Let's copy this from here and paste it. On error, resume, next. So if I will have to copy these logics, well, this logic, okay, so this action cannot be performed as there is no line item selected. There is no line item selected. That's first condition. If else if me dot status dot value is equal to confirmed, then open the form but in the non-editable view. Then do cmd dot open form. Which form? Well, this form, add line item. Okay, add line item, and we will open this form. Oh, we have to have the where condition as well. So the where condition would be the ID. Have we selected the line item ID? Let me see that also. Yeah, order line ID. So here we have to build that where condition. So that would be order line ID is equal to present me dot me dot order line ID dot value. Okay, so basically it will look for the selected line ID and then it will go in the table and then look for the same ID from the table and then fetch the information automatically. Okay, but we want to open this form as read only, so they should not be the user should not be able to make any change. So that's what this line of code will do. Else do cmd open form. So basically if I have to copy this, okay, that is it. If it's a simple, if it is empty, do not, because it's empty, what this button will open? Nothing. If this is not empty but the status is confirmed, still throw an error, or not throw an error, it open the form, open this form, but open it in a non-editable view, which means the quantity field should not be editable because it's already confirmed from the business point of view. Think about it. Okay, then the third is if the status, this status is new, or sorry, this status is reserved, still active, then open this form and let the user change the quantity if user wish to do so. Simple as that. So that's what this line item would do. Okay, and if let's debug it, save it, close it, we'll go to the form view, let's click here. So yeah, it's working. This action cannot be performed as there is no line item selected. Well done. So what we did in this video, we made a confirmation button, right? We made a form, we have done the VBA coding for this button as well. So we are done with this side of the order form, almost, not completely, almost. And now in the next video we'll focus on this side of the form, okay, on the left side. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you have learned something, please do let me know in the comments below. If you haven't learned something, again, do let me know in the comments below. I'll be happy to read your comments. And if you subscribe to the channel, that would be great. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do that, and hit the bell icon so you get notification. And if you like this video, smash the like button, share it with others too. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.